Have you ever been standing in line at TSA at the airport and thinking that there has to be a better way of traveling? For the ultra wealthy, there is. Today we're going to be talking about private jets and the top 5 most luxurious out there. Before we get into this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell to get notified every time I post. You have to engage with these videos so the YouTube algorithm knows you like all things luxury. Starting off this list at number 5, we have the Learjet 75 Liberty. This first plane on our list is one of the most luxurious business jets for its size. It's the smallest plane on this list, with a length of 58 feet and a wingspan of 51 feet. With a reasonable price of $10 million, you can fly in luxury at an affordable price. The benefits of this jet are the principles of spend less, fly more. With this, you have longer maintenance intervals, low operation costs, and increased efficiency. The cons about flying this jet in particular is the range of flying. The range of this plane is about 2,400 miles, which won't quite get you from Los Angeles to New York. You can fly up to 9 of your closest friends at your disposal. It does have a pretty fast top speed at 621 miles an hour, or a cruising speed of 585 miles an hour. Overall rate, I'd say a 6 out of 10. At number 4, we have the Embraer Lineage 1000E. Not quite the best performing jet on this list, but it is one of the nicest interiors in a relatively small private jet in the business. With a range of 5,300 miles, you can fly to London from New York with a few thousand miles to spare. With 5 cabin zones with hundreds of configurations, you're guaranteed to be offered one of the most luxurious business jets on the market. Whether working, dining, relaxing, or sleeping, there is a living zone dedicated to your needs. The Master Suite features a full dedicated bed with a walk-in shower. Also in the back of the plane is one of the biggest baggage compartments in a business jet at 323 cubic feet of space. One of the differences in this Embraer Lineage 1000E is that when you enter the plane, you usually walk into the plane's galley or kitchen depending on the size. On this plane, you walk into a neat, cozy lounge area that represents the entrance of the customer's home or yacht. Since it's not a relatively big plane, it has the capability to access the restricted airports bigger planes can't fly to, such as Teterboro, Aspen, and London City, which is a great advantage compared to a big Boeing jet. If you're looking to buy a new Embraer Lineage 1000E, that'll set you back around $45 million. Overall rate, I'd say a 7 out of 10. At number 3, we have the Bombardier Global 7500, the largest purpose-built business jet in the world. At approximately 112 feet in length, or 34 meters, you can fit up to 19 of your closest friends on this plane. If you wanted to, you could fly from New York to Hong Kong. Bombardier has implemented their new technology called Bombardier Pure Air, which features an advanced HEPA filter that captures 99.99% of all allergens, bacteria, and viruses, while completely replacing the cabin air with 100% fresh air in as little as 90 seconds. This plane has a range of almost 8,900 miles, or 14,260 kilometers. The Bombardier Global 7500 is one of the only business jets of its class to offer 4 true living spaces with a master suite with a full-size bed and a full-size kitchen. First living space you have is the Club Suite, which is equipped with 4 of Bombardier's new Nuage seats and 2 deployable side tables. Let's talk about those Nuage seats real quick. They're designed with a new ergonomic design to compensate for the discomfort you normally get when you recline a seat. There are 3 key features in these seats that are unavailable on any other seat in business aviation. First is the tilt link system, which is the first ever deep recline. Second is the floating base for fluid movement, meaning you can swivel around your chair 360 degrees in any direction you want. Third is the tilting headrest for exceptional support. You also have 6 ultra-large windows to get yourself the best view of the earth below you. There's also a large wall-mounted TV. Next, you move on to the conference suite that offers 6 seats and a dining table that can be used as the full width of the cabin. Then you go to the entertainment suite, where you have a comfortable atmosphere where you can watch a movie in what feels like a luxurious living room. Finally, you have the sleeping zone, which offers a dedicated bed and workspace, along with a lavatory that can come with an optional shower. There are many different configurations of the interior that you can choose from on the Bombardier website. With one of the longer lengths of a business jet at 110 feet and a wingspan of 104 feet, you might have a difficult time landing this plane at one of the smaller regional airports across the world. With a max speed of 710 miles an hour, or 1,145 kilometers per hour, you can go from New York to London in approximately 5.5 hours, which shaves off 2 hours from your typical commercial flight. This plane will cost you around $75 million brand new. Kylie Jenner also has this plane. Overall, I'd say a solid 9 out of 10. At number 2, we have the Boeing 787-8 BBJ. Imagine if you owned a nice, luxurious 2,400 square foot house that can fly you and 39 of your closest friends anywhere you want in the world. That's what you get with the Boeing 787-8 business jet. This plane comes in second on the list with a range of 9,800 miles, even when packed with 40 passengers, luggage, and fuel. This is not exactly on the cheap side of business jets, with a base price of $225 million. If you want more upgrades and modifications, that will cost you another $100 million on top. You have to be part of the ultra elite to afford an aircraft of this caliber. You have many different living sections, starting off with the entrance that rivals most 5-star hotels. After the entrance, you have the kitchen, which is full size and features everything you need to cater your ultra wealthy friends. Then you move on to the dining room / conference room. You can either have your middle section be a conference center to have business meetings when you're 40,000 feet in the air, or you can convert it into your dining room while you're munching on your exquisite Wagyu beef steak from the best cows in the world. The bedroom is like nothing you've ever seen before on a private jet. You can have a full-size California king bed in your room with plenty of extra space. This bed comes in very handy when you're flying across the world, being in the air for 18 hours at a time. Along with your master bedroom, you have your master bathroom, which features a walk-in shower with 2 full vanities. Looking at some of these bedrooms on these planes, it's hard to believe that it's on a plane. Overall, this is a perfect 10 out of 10. So if you're thinking that number 2 is a 10 out of 10, you're probably wondering, how nice can number 1 be? Well, let's just show you how nice number 1 is. So at number 1, we have the Boeing 777X BBJ. Let's just start off with the range of this business jet. This exceeds all other jets on this list exponentially. 13,400 miles. Let me repeat myself here. 13,400 miles. You can fly halfway around the world in this plane without stopping. This mansion in the sky can bring the luxury you have in your mansion or yacht into the sky with you when you're traveling to your winter vacation home in Switzerland. If you want, you could fly Seattle to Dubai non-stop, or Sydney to London as well. With the previous plane on this list being the 787-8 BBJ at 2,500 square feet, this 777X jet is almost 3,300 square feet. This is bigger than the average house. If you want this though, it'll set you back a close $400 million. Overall, I'd say 100 out of 10. Is it really worth it or not? I would say yes, definitely. Thank you very much for watching this video. If you like this content, please hit that like button and subscribe for more luxury content that will inspire you to make your first $1 billion. Make sure to engage with this video so the YouTube algorithm knows to keep you watching luxury videos. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.